The Sean Diddy Combs federal trial? Yeah, it's been a full-blown reality show. Messy drama, awkward moments, and jaw-dropping bombshells flying left and right. The testimonies are flowing in and things don't look very good for Diddy. But his team isn't backing down. He's pleaded not guilty across the board to 1 count of racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking through force, fraud, or coercion, and 2 counts of transporting someone to engage in prostitution. Now, let's talk about the latest updates from the trial. Kid Cudi, yes, Mr. Day in Night himself, took the stand on Thursday, May 22, and dropped a bomb. He claimed Diddy literally broke into his Hollywood Hills crib back in 2011 after finding out he was dating Cassie. And if that wasn't enough tea, Cudi said someone lit his car on fire just a few weeks later. Coincidence? Nah, he thinks it was Diddy. The day before, George Kaplan, Diddy's former personal assistant, basically described his old job as chief vibes cleaner. This dude testified he was in charge of scrubbing down hotel rooms post Diddy's X-rated marathons. Those who have watched our previous video know we are talking about clearing out booze bottles, baby oil, drugs, fluffing pillows. Diddy is still denying everything, by the way, from break-ins to trafficking. His legal squad is like, okay, fine, yes, he's hit women, which yikes, but they're also like, hey, he's no sex trafficker or racketeer. So, while the court drama keeps unfolding, Diddy's defense is basically guilty of being a violent ex? Maybe. Mastermind criminal empire boss? Nope. Okay, now to the part of the trial that is straight out of a dark comedy. I mean, just picture this. Thursday, courtroom, jury's on a snack break, and suddenly, the star witness is a dog. The lawyers were going back and forth about what went down at Kid Cudi's house after that alleged break-in. But the real drama? It involved Cudi's dog. Yup, man's best friend became the courtroom's biggest laugh. Judge Arun Subramanian couldn't help himself and asked with a straight face, "He's not going to testify about what the dog thought?" The courtroom lost it. Big laughs. Like, we needed this laughs. Every time the dog came up, the giggles came back. Even when the judge said, "I agree it's a serious issue," and the prosecutor chimed in with, "Unfortunately, the dog is no longer with us." Boom, more cackles. Honestly, it was giving SNL sketch meets Law and Order. But beneath the laughter was a legit legal debate. Should the jury even hear about how the dog's behavior changed after the incident? Prosecutors said the dog turned into a nervous wreck. Defense said, "That's too emotional, Your Honor." In the end, Cudi did tell the court that his poor pup was very jittery and kind of on edge all the time, after what he calls the bombing incident. According to Cudi, he also received a frantic call from Cassie, and she was freaking out. Like, voice shaking, stressed out. Why? Because she told him Diddy just found out they were dating, and let's just say the vibes were not good. "She asked me to pick her up," Cudi said, straight-faced. She sounded really stressed, nervous, scared. So naturally, Cudi hopped in his car and went to scoop her up. But that's not it. It gets worse. Cudi told the court that Cassie had given Diddy his address, and now they were both worried he might show up uninvited. She didn't know what Sean Combs would do, he added, and based on everything else we've heard, neither do we. So to keep her safe and off Diddy's radar, Cudi took her to the Sunset Marquis Hotel in LA. "I wanted to put her somewhere off the radar. Safe. Away from him," said Cudi. In another plot twist, Cudi told the jury that before his house got burglarized, he also got a panic call from none other than Capricorn Clark, Diddy's assistant, and sis was shook. On the verge of tears, she told him, "Sean Combs and his crew are inside your house, and I'm in my car. I was forced to go along with them." Yes, you read that right. Diddy allegedly pulled up uninvited, and Clark called from outside like she was in a hostage thriller. Then the jury got to see actual photos of Cuddy's front door after the break-in. Fast forward, Cuddy jumped in his car, drove toward the scene, and called Diddy. His words, "Mother efterest bastrest you in my house?" And Diddy, cool as a cucumber, just goes, "What's up?" Cuddy then asked, "Why are you in my house?" And Diddy, sounding like he's at a spa, said, "I want to talk to you." Talk? Bro, there are texts for that. He then told the court what he found when he got home. And let's just say it was giving creepy, silent gift unwrapping energy. He said some of the gifts he bought for his family were open, including some luxe stuff from Chanel, now just chilling on the kitchen counter, like someone had just finished doing a gift haul. Oh, and the dog? Poor thing was locked in the bathroom. Even Diddy's house invasions are weirdly curated, it seemed. So yeah, imagine coming home to find your Chanel gifts rifled through, your dog on low. Just keeps getting more unhinged by the day. And just when you thought this trial couldn't get any messier, it turned into a full-blown love triangle meltdown on the witness stand. While Diddy's lawyer grilled Kid Cudi during cross-examination, things took a turn into Heartbreak Hotel. Cudi was asked point-blank if Cassie played him. Yes was the answer. Cudi spilled that Cassie wasn't exactly giving him the whole truth and nothing but the truth about her situation with Diddy. He thought things between her and the mogul were donezo. But surprise, she went back to Diddy after her romance with Cudi fizzled out. Ouch. And when the lawyer pushed even further and asked, "So were both you and Diddy played by Cassie?" Cudi just hit him with another calm but savage, "Yes." So now we've got house break-ins, dog trauma, Chanel gift unwrapping, and a plot twist love betrayal. What do we have next? After Kid Cudi wrapped his emotional and slightly chaotic testimony on Thursday, the prosecution called up Mila Morales, a makeup artist who's done glam for both Diddy and Cassie. Yup, she's seen things from the front row, and probably while holding a contour brush. Now let's not forget, before Cudi hit the stand, Cassie herself had already spent 4 gut-wrenching days testifying. She peeled back the curtain on some of the darkest moments of her relationship with Diddy, talking about abuse, manipulation, and being raped by someone she once loved. It was raw, disturbing, and heartbreaking testimony that clearly shook the courtroom. But the show's not over. Capricorn Clark, his former assistant, finally took the stand on Tuesday, May 27th. Her testimony? Absolutely chilling. Clark told the court that after Diddy accused her of stealing some jewelry, he allegedly forced her to take a polygraph test. And this wasn't your standard "did you take it" situation, it came with threats. According to NBC News, she claimed Diddy said if she didn't follow his rules, he'd throw her into New York's East River. Yeah, you heard that right. But it doesn't stop there. Clark said she was subjected to multiple lie detector tests before she was allowed to leave her job. Like, imagine trying to quit your 9-to-5 and being handed a polygraph instead of an exit interview. She also testified that she personally witnessed physical abuse during Cassie's relationship with Diddy. Not rumors, not speculation. She says she saw it, which only adds more weight to Cassie's already devastating 4-day testimony. Bottom line, Clark's appearance in court just painted an even more disturbing picture of Diddy's alleged behavior behind closed doors, controlling, abusive, and terrifying for the people around him. This trial is no longer just about celebrity gossip. It's sounding more like a survival story for the people who were caught in his orbit.